It's just about time to start back to school shopping. And with the ongoing trade war, you may notice some higher prices on store shelves. CTV's Danton Unger has been looking into this for us and joins us now live. So Danton, what sorts of supplies are being hardest hit?
Well, clothing and technology, Marilee. One expert says U.S. tariffs on places like China and Vietnam will mean higher prices for parents shopping for school supplies here. And even things like sketchbooks and art bags could come at a higher cost.
April Bell and her 3 kids are getting an early start on back-to-school shopping.
I'm going to get it done early, so I'm not trying to rush for favorite backpacks or whatnot, so get ahead of the rush, hopefully.
But this year, those school supplies could cost her a bit more, thanks to the ongoing trade war with the U.S. Artists Emporium owner Janine Johnson says this year, due to tariffs, many of her suppliers have upped their prices.
Not only are they seeing increases, we're having a hard time sourcing some products because many of the companies are refusing to deal with certain countries.
Take this sketchbook, for example. Johnson says it's costing her 25% more than it did last year.
We're trying to keep all the pricing we can at the old pricing and just keep the increases to a minimum.
John Graham with the Retail Council of Canada says many stores stocked up early on general supplies, things like pencils and scissors, to avoid tariff impacts. But parents shopping for other back-to-school items like clothing and technology could face higher prices.
We see and anticipate continued escalation of pricing out of China and Vietnam for clothing because of U.S. tariffs. And then the U.S. global tariff approach on technology producing countries is also having that similar negative approach.
Graham says this just adds to the ongoing inflation and budget constraints facing families, and that's one of the reasons All Saints Anglican Church has been collecting school supplies.
Markers and crayons and pencils.
Father Rob Scheck says for the past 3 years, his congregation has been donating supplies to students at Mulvey School. It's a need he expects will grow.
As family budgets begin to be stretched further and further, the need will become greater and greater, not just for school supplies, but for food. And this is where community organizations and churches and groups like us have an opportunity to come alongside and help meet those needs.
For Belle, she says she's not too worried.
No, but it's definitely to keep something in mind, you know, so always looking for a deal or a bargain.
Now, speaking of those bargains, John Graham says more Manitobans are focused on getting deals this year, as 91% anticipate spending more due to rising prices. And that's based on a survey the Retail Council of Canada did earlier this summer. Graham says this could mean more Manitobans avoid shopping at brick-and-mortar stores in an effort to stretch out their budgets.
All right, thanks for this, Danton.